Hi, my name is Evelyn Barker, and I'm a librarian at the University of Texas at Arlington. I want to talk about media ownership, a topic Bill McKibben discusses in Chapter 4 of Deep Economy. In the book, McKibben illustrates how a local radio station in Vermont, WDEV, addresses the needs of the community in a much more personal way than other Vermont stations, which are owned by media conglomerates. Let's look at the Dallas radio scene. McKibben talks about Clear Channel Communications, which in 2008 owned the largest number of radio stations in America, 833 of them, more than twice as many as its closest competitor, Cumulus Media, with 346. Clear Channel, based in San Antonio, owns 5 radio stations in Dallas, 3 of them in the top 10 rankings for listenership. Citadel Broadcasting Company, based in Las Vegas, owns 3 stations in Dallas, 2 in the top 10. A third company, CBS Radio, based in New York, owns 6 stations in Dallas, 2 in the top 10. So 7 of the top 10 radio stations in Dallas are owned by 3 companies who are all headquartered outside of the station's broadcast area. Many companies don't just own radio stations either. They own television companies, movie studios, magazine and book publishers, music labels, cable networks, concert promotions, and outdoor advertising outlets like billboards and taxi cabs. These companies control a lot of what we watch and read outside of the internet. What does all of this mean to you? It means that while there may be over 50 radio stations in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, your choices are actually pretty narrow. Radio stations rely on major acts and major hits, leaving very little room for new artists, especially those who can't be easily classified. Stations are wary of trying out new music because it may negatively impact their listenership and thus decrease their advertising revenue. Furthermore, a 2002 study by the Future of Music Coalition showed that stations with different formats, such as urban and pop or rock and alternative, have a significant degree of song overlap. All these different stations are playing a lot of the same songs. These consolidated stations share staff, which makes economic sense, but ultimately means that there are fewer people available to cover community happenings or present different views about local government decisions. A 2003 report by the Federal Communications Commission stated that locally owned stations included 5.5 minutes more local news for each half-hour newscast than did stations not owned locally. Considering the length of news stories is measured in seconds, that's a lot of time. So if you listen to music, watch TV, go to the movies, or even look at a billboard, media consolidation affects you and your neighborhood. For more information about media consolidation, you can visit the UT Arlington Library. We'll be happy to help.